Welcome back, live stream. Another speaker with us today. We got Chance. Chance, you had your talk about view transitions and activity earlier today, and we got some questions from the audience for you.
Sure, yeah.
Will activity get more modes beyond visible and hidden?
I think that's the plan, yeah. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with activity that they haven't introduced yet, and that's the whole reason you have like the enum prop, right? So there's a couple of things that I've talked to some of the team members about, and one that comes to top of mind is you might have something like a stack dialogue situation where you have things that are technically visible but in the background, and you might want some of the performance benefits of having it unmount the effects, clean everything up, and not doing a lot in the background, but it's still technically visible. So I could see like a mode for that.
Yeah.
There's some other cool things you can do in conjunction with certain types of transitions, where you have something happening while a transition is in flight. So there's there's a bunch of different things that I think they could do with that.
Okay, cool. And people are wondering if there are default transitions that are available out of the box to choose from without having to break out CSS keyframe.
Yeah, so the default transition, if you just wrap a component tree in view transition, what you're going to get is like a nice crossfade, and you don't have to touch any CSS if that's what you want. So, but yeah, if you want some finer grain control, you just use the built-in view transition selectors, and you add your own class names. So there's a lot of granular control you can have over that, but by default, you should get some nice animations right out of the box. Some cool things I didn't really get a chance to touch on in the talk is the default behavior can actually change a bit depending on where the element is on the screen. And this is one of the cool things about view transitions is because it's so declarative, you don't have to think about these things, but if you have something that's like at the edge of the screen, and you want like it not to like sort of create this jarring effect and like animate halfway off the screen or something like that, React will by default sort of know where to put it so that it's not super jarring of an experience. So that takes some custom CSS on your part, but you don't have to do anything to like optimize that behavior, which is nice.
Cool. People are wondering if there are any performance costs using start transition when the player component is not wrapped in a view transition.
No, I think actually the opposite, because start transition is all about setting up tasks to happen in the background without blocking other renders or even like slowing down other effects. So it's totally queuing up a background task, which is why you have this asynchronous pending state while that happens. So no, if it's not wrapped in view transition, I think you shouldn't run into any performance issues.
Okay. Chance, are there any other things you'd like to make sure our audience knows about or is aware of?
Sure, yeah. I would just encourage everyone to go read the docs. It's like, I had 20 minutes, and so I was kind of speed running the two APIs. And view transitions especially, there's so much cool stuff you can do with it. And then in conjunction with activity, actually, there's really cool stuff you can do with it, especially animating across routes, optimizing certain things in the background while transitions are happening. It's such a cool, robust API. You have more granular control by you can use view transition to actually opt out of transitions in like a subtree that might be triggering its own transitions. So yeah, there's a lot of fine grained control that we didn't get a chance to show. I would just really encourage folks to go check out the docs and read them thoroughly, because it's just such a cool API.
Cool. And one last question I'm asking everyone. What is your favorite ever React API?
Ooh, okay.
And you can say view transition activity if you want, but anything else?
Use effect. No, just kidding. Nobody likes that one. It's the coolest React API. Oh man, probably use reducer.
Which one?
Use reducer.
Oh, okay.
I just highly slept on for state management. I mean, so much. Like the second you start introducing like 2 or 3 use states, we all know what it's like to start having to try and synchronize things, and then you just get like this giant list of. I mean, it's just like maybe it's just from my like Redux days back, but like when I saw that get integrated directly in React, and to be able to manage that state all in one place and like set up your own like little state machines, it's slept on. People don't use it enough.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you heard it, folks. Use reducer.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Chance. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the conference. And folks at home, we'll be right back with more interviews and more exciting announcements from people. Thank you so much, Chance.
Yeah, thanks, Jorge.
And I'll catch you later.
Cool.